Hey, I'm going to need you to sleep in the kitchen during the memorial services this week.
Oh, yay! That's fantastic!
What are you going on about? You can use the blow-up mattress. It leaks and is lumpy, but it works a little. I don't want the good linens to get dirty, so you can use that old ratty blanket in the closet.
Is that going to be okay? Woohoo! Can't wait!
What on earth?
I'm just feeling lucky to have such a wonderful mother-in-law. You're so sweet to take such good care of me.
Is that right? I'm sweet. Do you really think so?
You're such a sweet mother-in-law. You don't even feel like an in-law at all. To be fair, I didn't really enjoy being pushed down the stairs because it hurt. But you can be tougher on me. Come on, give me what you got.
Are you okay? You don't seem it. Whatever. Our family has a rule that new daughters-in-law sleep in the kitchen during family gatherings. It's a tradition.
Even though I'm your first daughter-in-law? I mean, Cole is an only child after all.
It's what we are doing moving forward. It's my house, so the rules are whatever I say that they are.
Okay then, if you say so.
You need to wake up before everyone else comes down in the morning. You can tidy away your bedding and make breakfast for everyone. A lot of family are going to be in town for the service, and many of them will be staying with us. I'm leaving the kitchen in your hands. You'll need to make meals for about 20 people all 3 days that you're here.
Yes, ma'am!
It's been a year since my husband died. It feels like the funeral was only yesterday, and it's important to me that this family reunion go perfectly. If you mess anything up, you're going to have him rolling in his grave. I'll throw you in the well. I swear it.
Oh, scary. I've seen a well in a horror movie before, but never in real life.
I'm tired. Just remember what I've told you. You've got your instructions, so you know where to sleep.
Absolutely. I'm excited. It sounds fun. Sleep in the well. Got it. I'll be prepared for it.
What are you talking about? I didn't say you had to sleep in the well. If you went in there, we'd never get you out.
Oh my gosh, just listen to you. You're so funny. I can't stop laughing.
You're an odd one. I think you're a little bit crazy. Are you going soft in the head? Either way, I'll be using you in the kitchen, so you need to be prepared to cook.
Heck yeah! Aye aye, Captain!
I hate to ask, but what is this? You have the strangest way of saying things. It's a bit much.
I was thinking to try to be more like a soldier this year. Last year, I was like a courtesan.
I have no idea what that even means. You are so strange.
I can use the kitchen freely, right? It won't be a problem. Do whatever I need to.
It won't be a problem at all.
Roger that. Leave it to me.
Can't you talk like a normal person for even a moment?
If I'm talking to a normal person, I'll speak like a normal person.
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
Eek! I think I need to be a little more careful.
Okay, that's it. What is going on?
I'm just so nervous. You're my mother-in-law. I respect you so much. It makes it hard to text you. I get flustered.
Really? I suppose that's fine then.
Yes, really. Also, I wanted to check with you. What about groceries? I'll need supplies to cook for everyone.
You should go and get them yourself. You're doing the cooking. You should get the supplies.
Can I borrow your car then?
I don't think so. I might need it.
Yes, ma'am!
It's about a half-hour walk from the house to the market. You can handle that. You're young.
Oof, that's going to be a tough trip. That's a long way.
Once this is over, I'll consider you my daughter-in-law. Officially. I promise.
Really? You mean that? I'll do my best.
I am so looking forward to this. It's going to be fun.
My name is Kim. My husband Cole and I got married last year. I'm 31 years old and I'm new to his family. When we got married, Cole's mom was perfectly nice to me. I was trying to say something about her wedding gift, but I think I accidentally offended her. Little by little, I started to see her true nature. I had a big target printed on my back and she had her arrows ready. You know what they say in boxing? The bigger they are, the harder they fall. I feel the same way. I get excited when I have a real challenge. I can't wait to take my opponent down. I'm not about to lose a fight to another woman, even if it is his mom. I learned it from my grandma. She's still around, too. What a tough old gal. So if the kitchen is going to be the place where everyone eats and I cook and live for a few days, so be it. It's an older house, but I can make that work. And there really was an old inflatable mattress and a stained and old ratty blanket waiting on me when we got there. She had put a nice guest room together that was supposedly for my husband and I. I guess it was her way of hiding what she was really up to.
Once my son goes to sleep, you need to go stay in the kitchen and be quiet about it,
she whispered to me. I made the first night work and did as she asked. In the morning, I planned to go to the store and get some groceries. And that, my friends, is when the real trouble started.
I heard about your little incident from the neighbors. What a spectacle! They said that the bottom broke on the shopping bags you were using and all the groceries were rolling down the hill. Is that true? You are such an idiot. You know that. You always mess everything up.
The bag that broke was the one you lent me.
I've never had a problem with it before. I use it all the time. It probably wasn't big enough considering how much you had to buy.
All the eggs broke and a nasty alley cat managed to steal the fish I had bought. I guess I'm going to have to go back to the market.
Obviously. Good luck. Try to make it quick.
I spent about $500 on that first trip. Is there any chance I could get a little money to cover replacing the groceries?
Absolutely not.
Yes, ma'am.
You've got a job. Surely you can pay for groceries.
Okay, I got it. By the way, I'm itching all over. It's pretty bad.
That old blanket you're using is probably giving you a rash. I wouldn't be surprised if it has fleas.
But you're the one that gave it to me to sleep with.
I don't think I've washed that thing a single time since I bought it, and that was 30 years ago.
Really? Amazing! I guess the bugs out here and the sticks are really strong. The itching won't stop. It hurts!
That's delightful.
Speaking of things that hurt, there was a thumbtack in my shoe this morning. I don't suppose that was you?
Of course not.
No, of course not. There's no way you would do such a childish prank.
I would never do such a thing.
It totally stuck into my heel. I put all my weight on it, so it really jammed in there. Boy, does it hurt! I'm itchy and my foot is killing me. It's enough to drive a person crazy.
I can't help but enjoy this.
Is this sort of thing fun for you?
Usually life is so boring. I can't believe my luck. I'll never be bored with such a dummy for a daughter-in-law. This is great.
I'm glad to be helpful.
I'll be making dinner tonight, just so you know. I don't want Cole to think I'm using or abusing you.
You're covering your bases. Good for you.
You can take a break and rest up for tomorrow. It's going to be a busy day. Good luck getting any rest on that leaky old air mattress and that blanket. Ha Why hasn't anyone come? There isn't a soul here. And where the heck are you? Did you leave too? And what on earth has happened to my kitchen? Why am I so itchy? What is going on?
Calm down. You don't have to ask so many questions. I'll do my best to answer them in order, though.
Get on with it.
First things first, let's talk about why you are itching so much. So I switched out our blankets. I put the one you wanted me to sleep on in your duvet cover. I was just pretending to be itchy. I never slept on that horrible thing. Since you warned me about what you were doing, it made it easy to plan around it. Thanks for the tip. It worked out perfectly.
You mean I slept with that nasty blanket? Gross! That's disgusting!
I made sure your sheets were all the same and just slipped it into the cover. You never noticed a thing.
Don't toy with me! That's not funny!
Hey now, calm down. If that got you this worked up, you might have a stroke. There's a lot more coming.
What?
Let's see, what was next? You had so many questions.
Nobody has come to the family reunion! We were going to have a memorial for my husband today, and no one is here!
Ah, I see! Everyone is already here. It's quite a party. A real celebration of life.
Here? And where exactly is here?
We reserved his place and have been really having a blast here. Is there a problem?
Why didn't you tell me? No one told me! I should have been invited.
I'll cover that in a few minutes. There was something else, though. What was it?
My kitchen! What happened to my kitchen?
You told me I could use it how I saw fit, didn't you?
Did you need to spread all of my dishes out across the entire floor?
You could say that.
What are you trying to pull, you little rat?
Or maybe I should ask what you were trying to pull? What about Cole's inheritance?
Huh. What is that supposed to mean?
I'm on to you. You've been trying to hide your husband's will from Cole and your other relatives.
How would you know anything about that?
I understand he left behind about $2 million. That's quite a bit of money.
That's none of your business.
He was planning to donate half of that to the local orphanage. I've already told the director all about it.
You already told the director. He knows about it.
He planned to leave some things to Cole, too. But you lied to him, didn't you? You told him there was nothing left.
How did you find out about any of this?
I got a letter from your husband. It had all the details outlined.
What? A letter? What do you mean, a letter? When?
2 weeks ago.
How is that possible? He's been dead for a year. You must be mistaken.
He used a service to set up a last letter. It's a pretty cool idea, actually. You write a letter and they deliver it after your death. Cole received the letter the other day.
What did it say?
It's not good for anyone to have too much money. That's why I've decided to donate $1 million. Please divide the remaining money up between your mother and our relatives. I'd like you all to use the money for good.
I can't believe this.
Cole knew all about his father's plans for his inheritance and for the donation because of that letter. He actually came to town a day before we were supposed to. He met up with the director of the orphanage.
I thought he said he had just met up with some friends.
Cole said his dad used to visit the orphanage regularly before he passed away. I know he used to make toys for the kids and donate school supplies for them to use. Cole said he had never realized how much his father did for the kids there. He was crying because he was so proud of his dad.
I didn't know that either.
He had such beautiful intentions and you trampled all over them.
But it's such a waste. It's just giving away our money.
Cole was trying to give you a chance to do the right thing on your own. He waited until the last minute. But you never mentioned the money or any of his father's wishes. Not once. He's in total shock that you would lie about it.
Is that why you are having the reunion and the memorial without me?
If you aren't going to honor the wishes of the dead, why should you come to the memorial? We are trying to celebrate his life and all the good that he did. You are trying to erase it.
So are you going to just leave me out of everything?
You were so caught up in having fun being mean to me that you never even noticed what was going on around you. Cole made all the plans and took care of everything right under your nose. You could have been included if you cared enough. He's also spoken with a lawyer about this.
Oh no!
How much of the money is even left?
About 1.5 million.
Well, that's good. There's still enough to make the donation and to give Cole his portion. But that means you seriously spent $500,000 in a single year?
I thought I had so much money I could spend it how I wanted.
Wow. I can't believe you.
Don't take what's left from me!
What?
You can't know what it is like until you experience it yourself. Money comes and goes, just like that. It's all gone before you know it.
What did you spend it on?
I took a few trips. I bought some nice things for myself like jewelry and designer bags and shoes. Sometimes I went out to expensive dinners.
Wow. I see.
I'm not giving up a penny of it either. It's all mine. I'm not donating it, and I'm not giving any to Cole.
You are such a selfish old hag.
Excuse me.
You blew your way through $500K and you still want to keep the rest for yourself? Who do you think you are?
How dare you?
I can just hear how you were at the funeral. You cried and cried about how you had no money and no savings. You wailed like a banshee. You asked poor Cole to pay for the funeral. All of it. Or have you forgotten?
Well, I really didn't have any savings then.
And you wanted the flashiest funeral for him. The most expensive casket, tons of flowers, a full procession, everything. That funeral cost nearly $50,000 by the time everything was said and done. Who paid for the funeral home? The florist? The musicians? Who paid for all that?
It was Cole.
We had only just gotten married. We didn't have any money at all. We had to take out a loan to pay for everything. We really wanted to have kids soon, but I've been having to work hard just to pay all that money back. I was working myself to death to pay for everything, and you were out there just partying. Having a blast. I hope you're proud of yourself, you jerk.
Wait a minute.
You shut your mouth and wait a minute yourself. I hope you spend the rest of your life sleeping on that flea-infested blanket and counting your pennies just to get by. It would serve you right.
That's an awful thing to say.
It feels so good to get that off my chest.
I see.
After today, we aren't going to have anything to do with you anymore. So I can finally tell you exactly how I feel.
Don't cut me off!
I don't think I've ever met a more horrible or selfish woman in my entire life.
I'll give up the money. Everything that's left. Please just don't say that.
Why didn't your husband ever pass his will along to a lawyer? He should have left it with a legal team. Do you know why he asked for the letter to come to Cole now, nearly a year after his death? Do you have any idea at all?
I don't know. I can't think of a reason he would do that.
I think he did it to show Cole just what kind of person you really are. You had a chance to show him what kind of person you are too, you know. You could have done the right thing. But you didn't. And now your son knows all about you.
I suppose you could be right.
Cole told me that you haven't returned any of the money he received over the years as a kid either. You were the person in charge of his savings account as a kid. This was your last chance to give it to him, but you never mentioned it at all.
His childhood savings? That's so long ago.
You're selfish, you've got a bad attitude, and you've got a frightening mean face. Have you ever even once in your life done the right thing?
You've gone too far!
You just don't want to hear the truth.
This is all your fault. You're a horrible daughter-in-law. You've turned my son against me!
If you hadn't lied and had just done the right thing, you could have actually met your grandchild.
Are you pregnant? That's wonderful!
We haven't gotten pregnant yet.
What are you doing? Trying to make me think you're pregnant already is cruel. That's nothing to joke about.
We are finally going to be able to pay back that loan so we can finally start planning to start our family. And when we do have a baby, you will never meet them.
But I want to meet them. I'm giving the money back. Isn't that enough?
No thank you, you flea bag. I don't want my child to meet some scary witch like you.
I'll clean the house. You can have fresh bedding. I'll give you the best room in the house. Just come back.
Who cares about the house or the bedding? Can you clean your mean old heart?
I doubt it. But I've always wanted a grandchild.
With the help of our lawyers and their excellent legal team, we were able to get all the money accounted for in the will back from his mother. We were lucky to be able to recoup all of the money that was intended to go to Cole. We were also able to arrange for the donation to the orphanage to be made in full. I can't begin to tell you how thankful they were. We were able to pay back all of the money we had borrowed to pay for Cole's father's funeral. It was such a relief to have the debt paid off. After the family learned about everything she had done, they distanced themselves from Cole's mother. No one wants anything to do with her anymore. No one ever visits her. She spends most of her afternoons alone, feeding pigeons in the park. She's fallen so deeply in love with the pigeons that it has gotten out of hand. The birds are so comfortable, they sit on her shoulders. She's gotten a reputation around town as the bird lady. 1 year later, I was able to become pregnant. We were planning to leave the money that Cole's father left us for his grandchild's education. We've set up a trust for the future, and know our baby has a great future ahead. We use the rest of the money to donate supplies to various orphanages. We choose a different orphanage every year and make sure each child has a school bag, clothes, and everything they need for the coming school year. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the like button for more great content.